I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. Jack them is my real test. To train them is my car. I've traveled across.
So,
I wanna be the very.
you know what? Let me see if I got. I think I have something more. I don't want to say more humiliating because I do have. I do have some stuff where I do have some extra stuff where let's see. I was outside, so let me see if I still have my outside video. And what I'll do is because in my outside video, what was going on in that video actually was in the background. My I was doing a test. Is what I was doing. I was doing a test. So let's see something.
47, 48,
Like, you know,
5,
you bad, you
4,
bad.
3,
They
2.
look.
All right, so we'll use that video because I think you clearly, honestly, can hear the air in that video. So what I'll do is I'll do that and I'll just clip the first part of it. It's not gonna take that long, guys. Uh, I do this a lot, so because I do this a lot, I get to do a little, I get to enjoy doing these things, creating content and showing folks how to use showing folks how to use this software stuff because some people be scared like, oh, it looks cool, it sounds nice or whatever, but I'm not 100% sure that I really would actually want to do this. But it's like, go right ahead, do it, it's fine, trust me. It's not as hard as you guys think, especially when you have things like 11 labs. 11 labs, user friendly, very user friendly, made it just, hey, I'm gonna do it. Just that simple. All right. So I'm gonna save what you guys just heard. I'll save that as pizza. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of this Pokemon one. I know it sounded wild. It sounded crazy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna show all the audio files that I have. Right. This is the one that I just created. It's called pizza. All right. So
47,
You gotta do
48,
like, you know,
5,
you bad, you
4,
bad. You know what I'm
3.
saying?
so you can hear in there that airiness. You can hear the chair squeaking. Let's isolate the voices and see what happens here.
47, 48.
But you know, well, you bad to call me. Just need blow that. Are looking good, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't really merch. Yeah, not good. The usual.
So I'm taking it that because of that, there were multiple voices. That's why we heard the change. So if you listen,
47,
You gotta do
48,
like, you know,
5,
you bad, you
4,
bad. You know what I'm
3,
saying?
2,
Are looking good,
1.
you know what I'm saying? New nerdy merch.
so if there are multiple voices talking and it's not the first voice that it heard, this is what you're going to get.
47, 48.
But you know, well, you bad to call me. Just need blow that. Are looking good, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't really merch. Yeah, not good. The usual.
So as you can see with that, basically what it did is, hey, this is the first voice that we tracked. This is the voice that we're going to isolate. Then once we started talking over each other, that's where you got the now you got to think about it. AI is going to only be able to do so much. So if you have audio like this where there are multiple people talking, understand that first voice, that very first voice, that's the voice that is going to isolate. So if you're doing like a podcast, like so when I do my podcast, it's typically me by myself. Um, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can get. I'll queue up one of them that I have yet to edit it.
When they've had the same conversation with that woman, so I'm like, oh, this.
So what I'll do is I'll do that one, right. This is unreleased. This is unreleased, and this is strictly from. And I'm just gonna cut a piece out of this just so that you guys can hear what this is. Ooh, not too much. Just kind of give you guys that idea of okay, what I'm actually talking about.
Rip, it's working, doing my thing. Like, hey, nerdy, we gotta do this. And someone says, hey.
We're gonna stop it because the what you call that I actually have queued up. It is
You just, I mean, ah, you rarely go do your own thing and try to figure out some other stuff, right? But here's the kicker. Sitting at the crib, it's working, doing my thing. Like, hey, nerdy, we gotta do this. And someone says, hey.
all right. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that audio. I think that audio is good enough for us, and so we're gonna take that. We're gonna make that an audio only file. Okay. We're gonna share that one, and we are going to call that one pod one. We'll just call that pod one. We'll upload that so you can hear the noise in the background. You can hear the airiness in there. All right. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete that one because that pizza one. And it's a good thing that you guys got to see how it works. If it multiple voices, it's only gonna isolate that first voice that it hears. And so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do it again. Boom. I'm gonna upload. This is real time, so you guys exactly see exactly what I'm doing. This is pod one.
You just, I mean, ah, you rarely go do your own thing and try to figure out some other stuff, right?
All right. So we're gonna upload that so you guys know exactly that's what you guys just heard. And what we're gonna do is we're going to isolate that voice, and you shouldn't hear that airiness in the background. You shouldn't hear me moving around. It should sound 10 times better.
You just, I mean, ah, you rarely go do your own thing and try to figure out some other stuff, right? But here's the kicker. Sitting at the crib, it's working, doing my thing. Like, hey, nerdy, we gotta do this. And someone says, hey. You just, I mean, ah, you rarely go do your own thing and try to figure out some other stuff, right? But here's the kicker. Sitting at the crib, it's working, doing my thing. Like, hey, nerdy, we gotta do this. And someone says, hey. You just, I mean, ah, you rarely go do your own thing and try to figure out some other stuff, right? But here's the kicker. Sitting at the crib.
So even with that, I still hear the humming. It's not as bad as the first one, but I can still hear the humming just a tad bit, right? And let's see. There is not an option to download high player. So there's not an option to increase the isolator, but I mean there are other things that you can do within the audio to make it a little bit more crystal clear. Of course, like I said, I use LumaFusion, and if you guys want to see how I do my audio in LumaFusion, I can show you guys that in a different video. Just get down in the comments and let me know. But also too, this right here, I mean, it's good for what it is, right? Even if you click over here, and I'll come back to the right, and I'll show you their demo. Okay, and this is what their demo shows, and then I showed you guys a demo as well. So
need to remove background noise from your video? Use our new Voice Isolator model for crystal clear audio every time.
it's that. So you guys take for that what you will. I showed you what my demo, what I did with mine, and there's still things that you can do audio. This is the Voice Isolator. It's still crystal clear. For me, mine's had a little humming in the background, and then of course we know now, hey, you can't use it with multiple voices because it's going to isolate that first voice that you got. Not a problem. Now we know, and we'll know how to go about using this, of course, moving forward. But listen, this has been the video for llElevenLabs over their Voice Isolator. What you can do, what you can't do. We did some trial and errors on this, and it's totally fine. So listen, if you guys like this, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, do all that good old stuff, and then do remember, down in the description, the link, my link, it helps out the channel. Click on that if you're thinking about getting 11 Labs. Trust me, you won't be sad. You won't be mad that you got this. It works. I promise you it does. Until next time, I am your guy, that guy, Nerdy G, and I'm out.